Have you ever considered that the way you handle your emotions could be the hidden culprit behind your sleepless nights? For the 4% of adults with ADHD, that connection might be even stronger. Today on Money Printer Turbo Science News, we're diving into 4 fascinating new studies. First, a large Norwegian survey reveals why emotional dysregulation drives insomnia in adults with ADHD, and why younger adults are most at risk. Then, deep in the forests of the Democratic Republic of Congo, scientists have officially confirmed a brand new monkey species with striking pinkish-orange lips. We'll also unpack a new analysis showing that Americans' views on the drug crisis are now heavily shaped by political party, and we'll ask whether regularly sleeping too long could be an early warning sign for Alzheimer's disease. Let's jump in. ADHD is not just about difficulty focusing. Many adults with the condition experience intense emotional ups and downs, a phenomenon known as emotional dysregulation. They might struggle to adapt their reactions to fit the situation, which can harm their quality of life. Sleep problems are also startlingly common. Up to 2/3 of adults with ADHD report insomnia symptoms, compared to less than 1/4 of the general population. Scientists have long suspected that a state of hyperarousal, racing thoughts, and physical tension at bedtime builds a bridge between these two issues. A research team led by Professor Linn Sørensen at the University of Bergen wanted to test whether trouble managing emotions specifically predicted insomnia in people with ADHD. The team designed an online survey in partnership with the Norwegian ADHD Association, gathering responses from over 1,400 adults who had an ADHD diagnosis or strong symptoms. Participants completed the difficulties in emotion regulation scale, which measures things like impulse control, awareness of feelings, and access to coping strategies. They also filled out the Bergen Insomnia Scale and provided demographic and clinical information. The results were striking. An estimated 60 to 76% of the sample had insomnia, and greater emotion regulation difficulties were significantly linked to more severe sleep problems. But the real breakthrough came when the researchers looked at specific facets of emotional coping. The single strongest predictor of insomnia was a person's perceived limited access to effective emotion regulation strategies. In other words, it wasn't simply feeling upset that ruined sleep. It was not knowing how to calm yourself down when those feelings hit. Interestingly, the connection was much stronger for younger adults under 30 than for older participants. The researchers speculate that emerging adulthood brings heightened demands for independence and self-management, which may amplify emotional stress, while older adults might have more interfering factors, like work demands, family responsibilities, or hormonal changes. Also, being a night owl didn't change the picture, even though evening chronotype is common in ADHD. The link remains significant after controlling for depression, anxiety, and medication use, showing that emotional coping uniquely contributes to sleep disturbances. However, this study was cross-sectional, so we can't say whether poor emotion regulation causes insomnia or whether chronic sleep loss makes emotions harder to regulate. It's likely a vicious cycle. The takeaway: interventions that teach concrete emotional coping skills, such as dialectical behavior therapy, could be a powerful addition to sleep treatment for adults with ADHD. Now we travel from the inner world of the mind to the outer reaches of biodiversity. In the dense tropical forests of Lomami National Park in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a monkey with a jet-black face and remarkably bright pinkish-orange lips has been hiding in plain sight. Local people know it as the liquali, but to science, it was a ghost. Until now. An international team has confirmed it as a new species, naming it Colobus congoensis. This is only the fifth African monkey species to be discovered in the last 75 years. The story begins in 2008, when conservationists caught a blurry glimpse. Then, a decade later, another sighting sparked a Florida glimpse then by PhD student Junior Mboko of Florida Atlantic University. The research involved trekking to remote forest patches, recording the animal's distinctive roaring call, and collecting genetic samples. Mboko said it was an amazing feeling to look into the face of an animal so few people knew existed. The Lekweli belongs to the Colobus group, thumbless primates that are crucial herbivores of the canopy. They likely play a key role in seed dispersal and forest regeneration. The bright orange lips and black face might serve as a visual signal for mate attraction or individual recognition, though that remains speculative. The monkeys are shy, hiding high in the trees, and are known from only a limited area. Worryingly, they are hunted for bushmeat. The researchers hope that officially classifying Colobus congoensis as a species will enable targeted conservation protections. They plan population surveys to assess how many Lekweli remain, so we can help ensure this colorful primate doesn't vanish as quickly as it was found. Next, we turn to a study of perception versus reality in America's overdose epidemic. Since the 1970s, Gallup has polled Americans on how they see the nation's drug problem. Professor Brendan Salinar of Brown University School of Public Health analyzed that data from 2000 to 2025. One sobering finding: in no single year did a majority of Americans believe the country was making progress against illicit drugs. Yet perception has become increasingly partisan. Republicans and Democrats now see the drug crisis through starkly different lenses, and the gap has widened dramatically since the MID-2010S. For example, between 2023 and 2025, Republican perceptions of progress shot up by 54 percentage points, coinciding with the change in administration. Democrats trended slightly more pessimistic. Another layer: most Americans view drugs as a serious problem nationally, but far fewer see a problem in their own community. This disconnect is long-standing. But oddly, while Republicans are feeling worse over time about the general state of the drug problem, Democrats are feeling somewhat better, even though Democrats are more likely to report a family member with a drug issue, and the overdose death rate has worsened dramatically since 2000. Salinar notes that objective measures don't correlate well with partisan perception. The timing of military strikes on alleged smuggling boats and tough rhetoric on fentanyl in late 2025 may have resonated with Republican audiences, driving a sense of progress even as underlying overdose numbers remain stubbornly high. The study cautions that widening political polarization could complicate efforts to build a cohesive, evidence-based national drug strategy. Our final story brings us to the bedroom and the brain. For years, we've heard that both too little and too much sleep might be linked to dementia, but the evidence has been murky. Now, a study from UT Health San Antonio suggests that regularly sleeping long hours, specifically 9 hours or more per night, is associated with elevated levels of phosphorylated tau 181 in the blood. p-tau 181 is a modified tau protein that forms tangles in the brain and is a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. The analysis included over 2,400 participants from the Framingham Heart Study, average age 70. Using nonlinear modeling, the researchers found that the relationship is not a straight line. p-tau 181 levels start to climb noticeably at 8.5 to 9 hours of sleep, with a sharp increase beyond 10 hours. Importantly, the researchers accounted for age, sex, sleep apnea, depression, kidney function, and the ApoE4 genotype. The association held only for p-tau 181. 3 other neurodegeneration blood markers lost significance after adjusting for kidney function, hinting that the link might be specific to Alzheimer's-related processes. Lead author Dr. Vanessa Young emphasizes that this is a snapshot, not proof that long sleep causes Alzheimer's. Instead, extended sleep could be a behavioral marker of early neurodegenerative changes that disrupt sleep regulation. If you find yourself regularly sleeping 9, 10, or more hours, it might be worth discussing with your doctor. The study underscores that more sleep is not always better for brain health, and monitoring sleep duration could become a simple part of risk assessment. These stories, though diverse, share a common thread. Our assumptions about what is healthy or real are often too simple. In ADHD, the inability to access emotional coping strategies drives insomnia beyond the disorder itself, reminding us that psychological skills matter as much as biology. The Lequelli monkey, hidden in plain sight for decades, shows that even in an age of satellite mapping, nature holds secrets that require patient fieldwork to uncover. The partisan lens on the drug crisis reveals that what we perceive as progress is filtered through tribal allegiance, not just data. And the long sleep finding flips the script on sleep duration. Quantity without quality may signal deeper trouble. Each study pushes us to look beyond single causes, embrace complexity, and ask better questions. So here's a thought to carry with you as you close your eyes tonight. How much of what you believe about your own health and the world is shaped by what you cannot directly see? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay curious about the real stories behind the science, hit that subscribe button. Please subscribe for more daily science content.